As mentioned in the lecture and also in the book, the compiler does not discern the white space. So, like, white space is not actually needed for compiling your program. So the white space that we add and we tab in and we put spaces between things to like make it look nice, the compiler does not care about any of that. The only real white space it cares about are what is white space between words, right? Reserved words or identifiers. Those are the things that the compiler does care about. So I'm going to go ahead and just do an example of this. So I'm going to start off writing this program. I went ahead and created a file called whitespaceexample.java. Now all these files that I'm creating are on the shared Dropbox folder that I have. So if you look into, I posted a link on Canvas. If you go to that link and you open the demos folder, I did create a folder called Chapter 1. Inside of Chapter 1, you'll see all the examples I'm going to do for Chapter 1. There isn't many for Chapter 1, but in Chapter 2, there will be quite a few. Chapter 3, there'll be quite a few, but I'll do those as the semester progresses. So let's begin. All right, so we have whitespaceexample.java. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my name, date on this file. So I'm going to say name, date, whatever assignment this is, and then what class I'm taking. This time I'll say I'm in COSC 1336 and I'm taking the online class. All right, so I'm going to start off with my class header. So public class and the name of my class. Remember, the name of my class has to match the name of my file. Case sensitive, so if you're using capitals in your file name, you have to use capitals in your class name as well. So white space example. Open close curly braces. Inside of my class, I'm going to have my main method. So I'm going to indent public static void main string array arguments. Open close curly braces. Inside of my main method, I'm going to have my programming statement. So right now, I'll just do something simple. Let's go ahead and just make a simple shape. I'm going to go ahead and make a triangle. So let's do a system.out.println. Print line. And we'll put some spaces and we'll use an asterisk for our character that we're going to use for the triangle. Okay, so I'm going to print out 1 star for the first line. All right, and then this line I'm going to need 3 stars. This line I'll need 5 and 7. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and save this program. I'm going to come up to my tools and compile. And I'm going to go to my tools and run Java application. Oh, I made like a little Christmas tree. I didn't see I had a star at the bottom. But anyways, okay, we made a tree. Okay, so here's my program. Now, adding the white space makes it a lot easier for us to read. Okay, but the compiler does not care about any of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put all my code on one line. This is going to be really tedious, but bear with me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save this file and I'm going to compile it. And you can see it does in fact compile, right? So it said it was successful. And I'm going to run this Java application. And there you go. So it looks exactly the same, right? Java does not care about all that stuff. The only real reason that we add the spaces and the indenting is for maintenance. So if you go to your first job and one of your first tasks is to fix a bug, you look through all the code, and for some reason, the developer before you, he didn't put any spaces or indentation, so it's like really difficult to read. It's probably why he doesn't work at the company anymore. And you have to go through that and discern and pick out all the pieces from it So adding the white space is strictly for the developer to be able to read. And there's a coding standard of how to space things out, indent them. Now we do have a coding standard on Canvas, so make sure you go through that. I will be taking points off as the semester progresses. I will continue to take more and more points off. In the beginning, formatting issues will be a few points off, but by the end of the semester, I'll be taking off a significant amount. If you're making indentation errors at the end of the semester, you're going to get a significant amount of points taken off your homework.